Was it truly blessed and the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring something to the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something, destined for nothing,
Yeah. Let's take it down the North Sea Rockets. Oh, yeah, brother. Tuesday night, the Macho Man Randy Savage 100% live here on the Yo Show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what this fox is, ladies and gentlemen. The Macho Man is psyched up with his World Heavyweight Championship belt. Game 7 of the Phillies game and the Yo Show Halloween Spooktacular. Dig
it! Oh, God. You're going to lose your voice if you keep going like this, dude.
No way, Jack. It's the way the Macho Man always talks.
Okay.
Except tonight, it hurts like
I dare you. I dare you do the whole show like that.
Steve Higgins in the house. I don't know who you are, brother, but good evening. Macho Man is back from the dead. I didn't die. I was out there training to get back at you, Hulk Hogan, and now I'm ready as you try and get my World Heavyweight Championship. Let's give it up for our girl, Moxie. Tell us a little something about yourself.
Hi. I'm Moxie. I'm a bartender. I have many husbands and many kids. And, yeah, I run shit. I should have a megaphone or a gun. I'm not too sure. Maybe a knife. I'm Moxie.
The Macho Man's choking on a Slim Jim.
Oh, my God. Didn't he invent Slim Jims? Isn't that his thing?
That's his my trademark. Oh, yeah, JD Wolf knows the deal. The Macho Man is in the house. JD gets it. Steve Higgins gets it. The Macho Man is here. Moxie is here. We're ready for a big Halloween Spooktacular. Notice the great backdrop. The moon in the backdrop. It's actually a cemetery. You can't quite see it from here.
Kill me.
Phillies in 1 minute. 3 games to 3. Moxie, big 7 game. What do you think?
I'm sweating. Sweating here. But we'll go play by play. I can see it from a distance, so
I'm sweating.
We will.
It's got nothing
celebrating
to do with
tonight.
We will be. I'm sweating. It's got nothing to do with the game. This costume is boiling hot. However, I did get an awesome beer choice for this evening. Creatures of Magic. Ooh, yeah. Creatures of Magic. All right. We got a special guest tonight. No, it's not Miss Elizabeth. She also is resting in peace.
What?
Yeah, that
Who's Elizabeth?
was my former wife. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Leanne in the house.
Did you kill
Ooh,
her?
yeah, she knows. No, Rick. Allegedly, what's his name? Did Lex Luger? Oh yeah.
oh, I have to rewatch that. The Real Stories WWE. That shit was nuts.
Some creepy stuff. By the time
Talk
I died,
normally. I swear to God.
can't talk normal. Gotta talk like the Macho Man, even though it's getting harder by the second.
If Jeff loses his voice, guess what? We're wrapping early because I'm not doing it by myself.
Anyway, through the sweat, because Lord knows I'm sweating. We got a special guest tonight coming up around 8:30, and around that time, the Macho Man will probably be gone because, good Lord, I'm dying tonight. And I had to put my glasses on under the sunglasses so I could even see. But anyway, our special guest tonight is horror actress Jessa Flux.
Woo!
Yeah.
Jessa Clutch. That's what her name is.
Ooh, I like that too. Jessa Clutch.
So
Jessa
excited.
Macho Man. Got my world
We
heavyweight.
apologize ahead of time for any screaming noise you may hear, but it is game 7, so you have to bear with us because we are from Philly and we are wild.
Oh yeah. If I don't
There's
hear
another wild one.
going
Get it
upstairs,
from your end. Woo!
oh yeah, look at that little devil. I love it. Dig it. The Macho Man is scared of the little devil.
She's an angel. Don't you get it?
No, I don't get it at all. It looks like a devil.
She's a devil.
I realize tonight I do a horrible Macho Man impersonation.
You know what I love, and is a very good omen? You're in red. I'm in red. She's in red. Go Phils.
Go Phillies.
Red October.
Go Phillies. Yeah,
Here, get a close up of your makeup because her makeup's really damn cool.
fabulous.
But you
I
should
love
try.
it.
Awesome.
Get a close up of my makeup.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Help Jeff out because he's going to be talking like this all night and we need to. So
I look
make sure you.
ridiculous.
Oh, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications and hit that like button in the face. And don't break your screen. And you reach. And go Phillies.
Go Phils!
Go
And,
Phillies. Yeah.
and 7 days till Halloween, I think.
7 days?
7 days exactly. It's a
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday night, the
Come on.
31st.
We're off next week.
I was invited back next week, but Jeff the Shark said, take the night off. We're going to have Halloween off in honor of our girl Joey. Oh, yeah. No
Yes.
Halloween.
Needs to trick or treat.
Big thanks. I got this note here. Jeff said, big thanks to last week's guest, the awesome band Victoria Fire was in the house. Oh, yeah, they were killing it.
Yeah.
Caitlin and Andy and Dean were here, and they were talking to Jeff and having a blast. And I watched it, and I think Jeff sucks. Oh, yeah. So I'm here tonight.
It was amazing. It was such a good show. I love that band so much. I love Caitlin, and I can't wait to get out to Pittsburgh to see them live. Hey, are they playing this weekend?
Who?
I know family that's going to Pittsburgh this weekend. If they're down to do a show.
Not quite sure.
Okay.
Great show. It hasn't even started yet. The Macho Man has so much to do. I still have to lose my voice. Strip out of this costume because I'm soaked with sweat.
Wanna know?
You have a Funko Macho Man. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
I was like,
It's me in a different cowboy costume. It's the yellow with the glasses. Ooh, look at me,
Yes.
Jack.
that's
Ooh,
really cool.
yeah. Can't tell who's the real one and which one's me. Can you? Dig it?
We need Funko Pops.
Yeah.
A bartender and Lucifer.
Losing them calories are going to weigh 10 pounds by the time this show's over.
We're all sweating, man. The makeup, the lights. It's just
I'm like closing my eyes and like holding this so that it doesn't fall down. Yeah.
what happened?
What?
Oh.
Oh,
I was like, what?
so I'm going to take a second.
Ranger.
And Moxie, I hope you'll help me here. I want to give special thanks to Papa Smurf and Bob Ross and Bryce Harper and all the other people who have helped host during the holidays? Excellent drop in, Joel. Oh yeah. Or
Yeah,
Moxie.
you want to give a shout out to all your former costumes. I had some
Well,
good ones myself, Jeff.
Why did
I
you do
had
yours? Because I forgot.
I did the devil, so Joey's recreating that as like a
Devil.
tribute to her mother, which is great.
Thank you to the devil. Oh yeah.
I did the devil. We were each other.
We were each other. I forgot the one year we were. Oh yeah, that was a
Yeah.
goodie.
And then I did She-Hulk
Yes.
and Wonder Woman.
Speaking
I
of
did
Wonder
that
Woman,
Wonder Woman episode because I was wearing lipstick and it like started to drip because I was Ranger, we're gonna be clapping all night, guys. We
we
apologize
sure are.
again.
Get it. Get him, Ranger. Speaking of Wonder Woman, we got this thing they call a top 5 list. I'm gonna do it here tonight, Joel TD, the Macho Man, and you were gonna do the top. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Moxie. Joel TD's nowhere to be found. Top 5 Halloween favorite things. Could be anything Halloween.
Come on, Ranger.
Now, I'll tell you what's not on the list. Me and this Macho Man.
Yo, your beard goes like perfectly with the hair though, for
Yeah.
some reason.
I tucked it.
You could have been in Marsh.
That
Wow,
might be
man,
for-
Brandon Marsh.
That might be for Halloween night. Marsh is at the game tonight. He couldn't be here. We asked him first. Nobody
Yeah.
wants me. This is horrible. Got my belt. I died 10 years ago, and here I am.
He died?
Macho Man? Ooh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Any chance to say, ooh, yeah, or Mean Gene, or Hulk Hogan? I'll
You're
take
gonna
it.
have no voice like at
Yeah,
all.
no.
Perhaps top
You need
5.
some chamomile tea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Anyway,
Oh my god. Ooh.
top 5 Halloween favorite things. And number 5 is that great candy. I got candy right here. Oh, yeah. I got a pack of 100-gram bars. I'm not
Joey's
afraid
so
to use
jealous
them.
right now.
I'm so
I just knocked
hungry.
the light off the counter, too. Jeez.
My safety on my bus said that she was going to give out Halloween candy. I'm like, girlie, give me it. Right now.
You
All
can't
of
give
it.
out. You know they can't even give out candy in school anymore. Travesty.
What?
Hey, at least there's trunk or treat.
Gotta go down to those schools and set them straight. The Macho Man wants kids to have
No gluten,
candy.
no sugar.
Oh, yeah. What is this mess? I knocked the light down. I'm not cut out for this crap. That's why I never had a Macho Man podcast. Number 4 is Halloween parties. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was at one a couple years ago for Cassie Perini dressed up like the Macho Man and great stuff.
Booby Bash.
Booby Bash. Oh, yeah. 2 men on snakes. I have no idea what that means. It sounds kind of perverted. Yeah. Why is my wife calling me from upstairs?
I think he means base. Two men
Number
on base.
3. Fall season and the crisp breeze blowing through the Macho Man's hair and his beard. It's chilly out. Gotta wear a hoodie and can't get it on over the hairdo. Number 2 is the great costumes. I've got the tassels and all on this bad boy, Jewel Teddy, or Moxie. I'm sorry, I can't get it right. Got the cowboy hat and the sunglasses. Number 1. There's a reason the Macho Man picked this. The Macho Man watched the 250th episode, I think it was, the special.
He's starting to break character.
And when it came to number 1, Jeff didn't pick Jewel. So, Jewel, if you're out there watching, number 1 is for you. My favorite thing about Halloween, Jewel Teddy is Wonder Woman. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
The best Wonder Woman ever. Matter of fact, she should be in the movies. Yeah, she should be Wonder Woman in the movies.
It's such a
Perfectly
cop out.
tall and the long dark hair. It's not a cop out at all. The Macho Man got to make sure Jewel got her props because Jeff blew it at the 250th. Oh, yeah. We got comments. Who's commenting about the Macho Man? 1-0 Diamondbacks. Get out of here. The Yo Show is 4-0
Yes.
during the playoffs. It's early yet. Moxie, give us your top 5 Halloween things. Jessa
Okay.
Daisy, if you're watching, please come.
Please come. That's crazy. Number 5 is definitely like theme parties, anything Halloween themed. That I am down for.
You should have a
Number 4
wrestling themed party.
is living in Philly and our weather here because we get to experience beautiful fall weather. Like you said.
You mean heat? It's been hot this week.
I know, it has been hot this week. I hope it's not humid on Halloween. That's the worst.
No, but
I like
Friday,
cold. It is going to be cold on
Friday-
Halloween. I saw that.
Friday, 72. No. I'm staying inside.
Yeah.
72 degrees on
My
Friday.
air conditioner on. Number 3, pumpkin everything. Love me
Oh,
some.
yeah. Pumpkin and everything. Jewel Tady's pumpkin pie. Yeah.
My squash tastes on mine.
PSLs. Okay, number 2, costumes. I feel like I'm a kid every Halloween because costumes have really like progressed since we were little. Well, since I was little, since you were little,
Wow.
especially. And then the next 2 decades when I was little. But now, like, they can be anything. You can make your own costume. Makeup has gotten so much better. Like, you can be literally every childhood hero, like you and me as Wonder Woman, and you can be whoever you want to. So
I know.
it's a great time.
And-
Great time for costumes
And she
and cosplay.
said, wait, remember when we were at Melnum's and you said, like, you know what I would do to, like, have a Sailor Moon
To
costume?
have a Sailor Moon costume. We didn't have that when I was little, but hey,
Sure didn't.
wasn't. So it's just costumes have come leaps and bounds.
I tell you one thing, it hasn't come a long way is pleather.
Yeah. No,
I'm
pleather.
dying over here.
Pleather went out in the 2000s when people were like, this makes you sweat. I remember I had these silver pleather pants and I wore them to like a school dance and I thought it was so cool. I came out, I was like, you could like wring them out. Crazy.
Our man John Simons is going to be a keg this year. Oh, yeah, give me some beer.
Funny.
I'll drink out of that. That didn't
And
sound right at
number
all.
1 is absolutely trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
You know, we used to
Oh,
stay out
yeah.
till midnight. So now I get to do it with my daughter. Joey has a quick top 5 if we can squeeze it in.
Let's
Okay.
get it.
Okay, so my number 5 is Trunk or Treat. And oh dang, I forgot number 4.
It's all right, just make it up.
Oh, like mother, like daughter. Oh, yeah.
lattes.
Pumpkin spice lattes. You can't drink coffee.
The ones decaf. Whatever that means. The ones without coffee.
Right,
And,
you're right.
and then number 3 is trick or treating. Number 2 is carving pumpkins.
Oh, that's
Wait,
cute.
no. Number 3 is like family parties, you know, every
Yeah.
year. And then number 1 is trick or treating.
Very
One
good.
is trick-
First
I
top
thought-
5.
I thought
Joey.
number 3 was trick or treating. What's going on?
It's like trick-or-treating. She is.
Yeah.
All right,
Phil's.
let's go.
Phil's.
Let's go
That
over
we're all in
everybody's top
Yeah.
5, starting out with the Macho Man who's losing his voice more about a second. Of course, it's top 5 Halloween favorite things. I get the impression I'm never going to be invited back again to host the show. Number 5 is candy. Oh, yeah. Number 4, Halloween parties. Dig it. Number 3, fall. The season and the crisp breeze going through my hair, Jack. Number 2, the great costumes, Mean Gene. Number 1, Jewel Tady is Wonder Woman. Oh, yeah. Hope she's watching tonight because the Macho Man digs it.
So funny.
Let's behave. My awesome co-hosts came back with themed parties. Living in Philly. Never thought anybody would say that. Pumpkin everything. Oh, yeah. I like me some pumpkins. Number 2, costumes. And number 1, trick or treating. And then the little devil girl came back with trunk or treating. Pumpkin spice latte, decaffeinated, of course. Pumpkin carving. Oh, yeah. I got lost somewhere around here, but trick or treat again. I missed one.
Yeah.
I stink at this. Anyway.
Frank, what was your number 1?
Oh, trick or treating.
Everything's trick or treat. Trick or
Trick or
treat.
treating was number 1, and 3, and 5. Well, Steve
We
Higgins
should
got
have
one.
movies, Jeff. Our guest is a horror actress. We should have did Halloween movies.
You know how the Macho Man gets at Halloween movies.
I know.
Makes the little Macho Man out
Macho
there
Man
kind
is
of.
not so macho when it comes to.
He certainly isn't. He poops his pants in horror movies. Oh, my buddy said we're going out together to see the new Terrifier. I get the feeling the Macho Man is going to go back in his grave on that one.
Okay.
Steve Higgins, no bonfires or haunted houses or haunted trails.
I hate haunted houses. I hate people touching me. She
Yeah.
was doing one so bad. I'm like, I will probably like really hurt someone.
No, I'm like, I feel like I would just drop to the ground.
Have you heard of that McNamee Manor?
No, I have not.
It's like an experience. Well, the guy got outed pretty much is the end of the story, but it was like an 8-hour experience. If you could survive 8 hours or overnight, he would pay you $20,000. But it was like a haunted mansion, but it got out of hand. Got very out of hand, and it was all on YouTube. And the guy made millions.
He did.
Had money for something, but then he wouldn't charge people. He would just charge them like dogs. Oh, bring in the black cat. Come on, this
Cheating all the way. Bring in the black cat. It's Halloween.
He's a Luna.
I got bad news for everybody. Jessa Flux is backstage looking and saying, what the hell am I walking into here tonight? You got the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and he's sweating so badly, but he promises to do a real interview when Jessa gets out here in a moment. Jessa. I call her Jessa. I'm really falling apart. All right, let's go back to regular voice.
Thank God. Are you okay?
No, my voice is pretty sore. I almost choked to death on a Slim Jim.
You need a drink.
Dry.
Stop. Take a break before the guest comes out.
Right, because this is supposed to be a professional program.
You need some tea. Some hot honey and tea.
And
He's been talking like this for the past half hour.
He needs to take his sunglasses off, too, because good Lord. There we go.
God.
Regular glaze, I can see. I don't know if anybody knows this is a wig, by the way, too. It's not even real.
How's it feel having all that hair?
It's horrible. It's hot. I don't know how you women walk around with hair like this. It's sweating profusely. And my printer broke tonight, so I couldn't even print out the notes. I got to read them off my phone.
I was watching that Hot Ones, and the guy said the best part about being bald is he gets to like cool his head off after like a really hard workout. So he like puts like cucumber water on a towel, and then he like rubs his head. And he was talking to like Doja Cat, and she just went bald. So he was talking about all the perks of being bald.
Doesn't work. I am not Jeff. I am still the Macho Man. I forget. Usually we lose it within like the first 15 minutes. Remember that
first sentence.
That Bob Ross thing that we were talking about.
I can't really do. I was trying to do like a Harley Quinn. I can't really do it.
Oh, I'm so stuck. Well, I got the tassels though. This costume was not cheap.
Let's see the tassels. Hold them up.
Woo! Yeah, I even got the little pinky. I was going to
stand up.
I can.
Are you wearing pants?
You're in.
Oh God! Don't hurt yourself.
The only thing I didn't put on was the boots. There's boots too.
Oh yeah.
Knee-high yellow boots. Yeah, there was no way they were going on tonight.
I didn't wear the bottom half of my costume. I just screw up.
Kinsey is here. What are you for Halloween, Kinsey? Kinsey? Oh yeah. All right, enough of that. Enough of me. Let's get down to this because I've waited a while for this, Drew. We've been chatting for a while about getting this together because I'm a big fan. Our guest tonight is a wonderful horror movie actress, model, and just an all-out freaking awesome entertainer. Her brand new movie out now is Murder Size, and you got to check it out. You got to see it. Let's bring her out right now, the beautiful and talented Miss Jessa Flux. Jessa, good evening.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. And for those of you who may not know, Jessa messaged me 2 days ago and said, hey, back to the show. Let's do this. And I'm like, hey, how about Halloween, which is our Halloween episode. And you were just like, yeah, okay, let's do it with 2 days notice. So thank you so much. That is absolutely amazing. We really appreciate it.
I said you're just a clutch tonight. because you came through. And we
Oh,
appreciate
I
you
like
so much.
that. I'm gonna start telling people I'm Jessa Clutch. Coming
I
in.
like it. We're your new agents. That is your brand new name.
Thank
So,
you.
we appreciate you tolerating the costumes and my horrible impersonation. We'll put that aside for now and get down to business with you because I want to talk about the new movie and I love it. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I have seen a lot of the trailers. Looks great. It's called Murder Size. It's a sexy one, fellas, but it's also a horror movie. Tell us a little something about the movie, what to expect, your character, etc. Get people ready to check it out.
Okay, my character it's really funny because it's kind of close to home. She is a B movie actress and she's doing this exercise video as a stepping stone in her career. So she's kind of a little bit full of herself and overly confident, and I probably come off like that sometimes. So it was easy. It was an easy part to play for sure, and I have a really big moment in the movie that I don't want to give it away, but it's very cool, very funny. I also do stand-up comedy, so anytime that I get to be hilarious, it's like it just feels so much better. You know what I mean? So definitely, I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Definitely excited to say. I almost did the Macho Man voice again. Get in there, Joe.
And how fun is that? It has to be so fun to play like the bad girl / like a sassy girl with the attitude who's just in it. And you said that's kind of your personality, just confident and outgoing. Like, how fun are those parts? And maybe what was your most challenging part of that you've had in your career?
Let's see. The first part of the question was what? Say that again.
Sorry, I have to mute every time. I'm sorry.
Oh.
How fun was that part? Just being like the confident, like sassy one.
That was a lot of fun. It's really cool because all the characters and just all the personalities that were on set, they really meshed together super well. Everybody had their own kind of thing going on. I'm still friends with a lot of people from set, which, you know, you always want that to happen whenever you work on a movie, but these people we've really all kept in touch with each other and we promote each other's stuff. So that's really fun. It was a fun role because I really get to tease the hell out of the guy that is like, he is working on the set. His name is Chuck, but in real life, his name is Drew Marvick. And we like to kind of pick at each other anyways. So it was just like a fun thing to be able to do that on camera. As far as like the hardest challenge that I've had in my career, I played this part that it wasn't a challenge necessarily. It was a fun kind of challenge. Like the director had like a distinct idea of how he wanted this part played. It was for a movie called Deadly Dealings. And I played a therapist, a doctor. She had her doctorate. She's very educated, but she's very Southern. And I really had to look into, like, I think I naturally kind of have a Southern accent. My whole family's from Henderson, Kentucky, so that kind of comes naturally. But there's a difference between like upper, lower middle class people in like Henderson, Kentucky, and people that are well educated Southern belles. So I went on this deep dive of learning different Southern accents, basically. And so that was a really fun way to like really get into the character. And honestly, after it was like filmed, I couldn't stop talking in that accent for like the longest time. It was like I was stuck on replay or something. But I really loved it. That's probably my favorite movie that I've done. But yeah, I mean, I play all kinds of roles, you know. Sometimes I'm the final girl, sometimes I'm a 300-year-old witch that's like turning everybody into demons. You know, it's sometimes I'm turning into a blueberry, you know. It really it really depends, but I love all the parts that I get to play, and I really put my all into them, and I hope that it shows.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's so funny you say that because my cousin is an actress and she had to learn a Boston accent for her big role. And she's like, and she's from Philly. And she's like, that was the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. And she just studied for like months and months trying to like perfect it. But yeah, that's really cool. So what was your like maybe maybe favorite part to play, or what it would be your dream role that you haven't got to do because you've done so much, especially
Um,
in past.
so I really want to play a hot detective in a pantsuit.
Oh, all right.
Someone sassy and just very secure in herself and kind of matter of fact in the way that she comes off. And I have something coming up called Helican that I get to play like a kind of sassy, detective. So I'm really excited about that. But I would like to play something that's more of a dramatic role. That's a lot of the horror movies that I do. I don't know if you're familiar with like Trauma Entertainment, but a lot of them are just like they're just shock value and they're funny. And so they're kind of horror comedies, whether they know it or not. I mean, sometimes it's where and sometimes they're not, but either way, it usually comes off kind of goofy and fun. But I do some serious stuff too. I've done some dramatic parts. I've done some theater around here. So I would like to do something like more serious CSI kind of like detective woman type of thing. Like that would be a dream role for me. I would also like to play a mother. Like I'm not a mother in real life. I'm not sure that I'll ever be a mother, to be honest. So to be able, I mean, the thing about acting is you get to be the people that you want to be, or, there's a piece of that person inside of you, or, it's somebody you want to explore what it's like to be that type of person. And I think it would be really, really heartwarming and eye-opening to play a mother.
All right, that's pretty cool. It's good to have like all kind of ambition and know what kind of roles you want to play. Speaking of roles, I'm looking and I'm counting on your IMDb 11 movies between 2022 and 2023. Is that correct? I show you credited in 11 movies. How do you find time to get into all these movies?
Well, first of all, I don't think that everything on my IMDb is correct because I don't have a professional account. I've never invested
Okay.
in that. I've been very, very, very lucky in that, like, I can find my own parts. People, when they work with me, they seem to like me, so they were, tell other people about me. So I'm not really having trouble finding parts at this time. Knock on wood. What?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Well
I'm
found.
not having any trouble at this time, but I really would like to get on like Actors Access backstage and get the IMDb Pro and everything. But so that's not accurate. I've actually done and they're not all out. So I have like a note in my iPhone that basically has all the movies that I've played, and I have a check mark if they've been released yet. So I'm not sure offhand how many have been released, but it is more than 11. But I've filmed 30 film, and I've done that since basically 2020. My first role I played was in 2017, and that took a long time for that movie to come out because with independent cinema, it's hard. It's hard to like get funding to do pre-production and production. A lot of people don't think like they think maybe they can do all the editing, they can do all the sound work, they can do the color correction, and then they realize they need help and they need to pay other people to do these things. So sometimes it takes a long time, and I don't honestly expect everything that I've done to be released because of those challenges, but I don't really mind because A, I get paid, and B, every experience that I have on set, I try to always walk away learning something about the craft, about myself, about working with people, and that the entertainment aspect of it all. I try to learn something about learning lines. I try to learn something about like getting into character, like whenever I talk to other performers and they kind of give me ideas. So I find it all valuable no matter what ends up happening. And again, as long as I'm paid, I don't really mind. But
No, that's
I
great
filmed
because so
30
many aren't.
now, so I don't know what's all on my IMDb. I think there is like 2 on there that like never even got shot. So I
Wow.
really should really invest in the IMDb Pro and update all of that, but I just haven't.
That's cool though, and that's all experience, like you said. It's all learning and growth for you to go through that. So I just feel like that, at least, I mean, one, you're getting paid, right? But 2, like it goes on your resume. Like people have access to it for the most part, so that's great, and that's just building and honing your craft. Where are you based now? Do you have to travel a lot when you work?
Yes, I pretty much that's what I do. I travel for work. I live in Southern Indiana. There's not a lot of a film community here. I have recently done a film here that's called Please Don't Make Me 2. And the first Please Don't Make Me is freaking phenomenal. It's by a friend who is just this amazing filmmaker and story writer, Vivica Darko. And they released the first one, and I saw it, and I just thought, this movie is great. And I found out later that they actually shot it on an iPhone, but you can't
Wow.
tell at all. Like, and some of the special effects that they did, like they grew their own maggots. Like, I mean, they're very, like, it's a very talented crew. So I was like, please, especially since that's what I do. Like, I'm the hometown scream queen. Put me in your movie.
Right?
So I did.
Hold up. Did you say grow their own maggots?
Yes, because there's a part in the
Man.
first one where there's maggots on the face of a friend of mine, really.
Oh my God.
And they grew them themselves to use them. And I texted her immediately whenever I saw it, and I was like, how did you do that? Like, because I don't know if I would be able to like handle something like that. But she was like, they grew them ourselves. We grew them ourselves, so they're fine. I'm like, okay, like whatever. But extremely talented person. And that movie is being released in December. So they have pretty quick turnaround. I love that. And I would love to do more stuff around here, but it just seems like there's not a very big community of people. There's lots of people that want to do stuff, but I don't know. Sometimes they get held back with the whole idea of perfection and making sure that, I know so many people are like, I want to get into acting. I want to get into filmmaking. I want to get into YouTube, whatever it is. And then they want to buy all this expensive gear that they're never going to, they're not going to just snap their fingers and know how to use it. So just start with your phone,
Yeah.
like really just seriously, if you want to get into doing something, start with your phone, like start with what you have. And then, learn from, experience and go on from there. That's basically what I've done with acting. I've taken some classes now. I traveled to Austin, Texas, and I took a really good intensive on character development, which is really, really super helpful. I also took a class in stand-up comedy and then improv comedy, and then a class based just on auditions. And I really got so much out of that. But I think that there's so much available just on YouTube. If you have an interest in something, just research it. You know what I mean? You're going to find out a lot more by making the effort than doing nothing at all. So.
And I see it from your social media. It's always like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And I always wonder, like, man, when does she stop? Is there downtime? What do
No.
you do during downtime? It seems like you're never stopping.
No, I took, it's funny that you say that because I took October off because I was originally going to be helping my grandmother out of her apartment this month. And then she decided she's not moving. So I told directors all year I can't film in October. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna schedule all these shoots and also like conventions, like because I've been doing a lot of conventions now, which is super great for my brand, and it really helps to like expose me to new people, which is always great. But also it gives me a chance to meet people in different like regions that are like already fans of my work. It's really rewarding no matter what happens at a con. Even if it's like I don't sell a lot, I end up finding a ton of new fans. So those are really great. But I run nonstop, and like I need to stop with it. But at the same time, like if you stop, then everybody will stop noticing that you're working, and then go downhill. Maybe maybe that's a fear, but
I definitely noticed it, and that's why I thank you so much for being responsive to me, because at one point we started talking about coming on the show. You're like, look, here's my number, just text me and then we'll work it out. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. But and then like the next minute you were like right there answering, and we've kept in touch. And then one day, like I said, you came out and you're like, all right, let's get this together, let's do it. And that's great that you can be accessible but still be working. Like some people, I get it. You get busy and you shut down. You're not that way. Yeah, you're not that way.
It's hard, especially I find emails for some reason to be really challenging. Like I get the fear whenever I have a bunch of emails I have to respond to. But when it comes to like text, I'd rather that because it's like shorter, correspondences instead of like, let me like write all this out. I'm like, oh God, I'm getting the fatigue just like reading all through this. But yeah, no, I definitely prefer text. It's funny though, because I just got these business cards printed out. I don't know if you saw this. And I was so excited about them. They look so cool. And I put my number on there and I'm like, I expected to get at least some freaky people.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like, I was like, why am I not getting texts? Like, am I not cute enough? Like, what's going on? And then I noticed like that one last number of my phone number was wrong because I didn't proofread it. I did give the designer the right phone number, but it's my fault. Like, you really got to proofread that stuff. And I don't even have my own phone number like memorized. So I was like, everything looks right, like that's my email address and boo, so now I'm having to have that quickly redesigned and printed because I'm going to go to Spooky Empire at the end of this week. I'm not like presenting or anything like that. I'm just going for fun and dressing up and having a good time. But I really wanted to give out my cards, so
Yeah, I read that and it kind of broke my heart because you're definitely cute enough. So yeah, if you're wondering what happened, it's got to be the wrong number. Maybe you're just doing that like all girls do. Here's my number. Ha!
Yeah.
Well, Jeff has prop cards and it has all your information. He swears by it now.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if you see them, but they're called the dot card. So it basically has a barcode on the back and you tap somebody's phone or they scan the barcode and it's got all the stuff. I love it, but
I've been interested in that. I don't know. I was like, are people going to be receptive to it? Do they mind doing the tap
not
thing?
really. At first, when you say, do you have your phone on you? Like they try to take the card away. I'm like, no, it's not a card. Like, give me your phone. And usually people will, I mean, it's obviously on your level, it's a little different, a little more famous. I mean, to me, it's like local bands are like, yeah, sure, man, whatever you need to do. I got to see it being kind of tough, especially the conventions. You do a ton of conventions and you talked about that. It sounds like you're reading my notes, which is great. But I wanted to ask, because I see with a lot of hugs and handshakes and meeting new people, have you ever had freaky experiences? People try to go over the line at conventions?
I wouldn't say freaky experiences, but I've definitely had people that I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right, I like that.
They're talking way too long. They're not buying anything. But I'm pretty good at standing up for myself and being like, well, would you like to buy something? Or, I'll jump down their throat a little bit and, say thank you, and kind of get rid of them. But in general, people are just people and, most people are good and you have a good time meeting them. And, I don't really feel like anybody's been overly creepy or anything like that.
Yeah. That's good. But
I know. Made me spit out my drink. That was so funny. Oh.
I'm going to say, if me and Jewel go to one of them conventions and meet you and I hear I'm like, okay, we got to get out of here. We'll buy something. We'll buy something first. So we won't get the We definitely
I mean, I've been to a bunch of Comic-Cons. I love them so much. I think they're just, and everyone's in the same, like you feel like a part of a community just being there. Like we're all nerds, we're all geeks, we're all like into something. So it has to be cool on the other side of the table just to see all your fans or they get to, just experience your movies and all of your stuff for the first time. So that's amazing. I was going to say, going back to your like badass part, you remind me so much of Christina Hendricks, and I just finished that.
She does, yes.
No, I could totally see her in a part, and they were like badass, but like understated. That was a great show, though. But
I feel like I know who that is, but I can't place it. What show was this?
So let me see what else you might know. Mad Men. She's got the shorter red hair. She's got like, really big boobs. Very sexy.
Oh, the redhead?
Yeah, that is. You have that. I know, right? You do have that vibe. I feel that, Jewel. That's good.
But she's older in the show now. But she's still like she's just badass, and she rocks it. So I can definitely see you in like a part like that.
That's a hella compliment. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're worth it. I do love the fact, like you said, you keep trying to go to schools and keep learning and you do comedy, etc. Where some people are like, all right, I'm in a movie. Let's just call it a life and this is it. But you want to keep improving. Like I said, always working. And that's pretty awesome. I wanted to ask a little bit about modeling too, because you do modeling. You said you were doing a shoot tonight. Again,
Yep.
appreciate it. Um, Modeling, acting, which one's better? Which one lets you be more you? Also, like both ends. What do you like more? Which one's more you, so to speak?
I'm okay. So I'm sure you guys know that I have an OnlyFans. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that out loud, but that
Never
is
heard
just
of OnlyFans.
okay. Well, it's a place where people go. Anyways, so a lot of my stuff has to do with that. I also get hired by different photographers that are seeking to shoot their own content, either for their portfolios or their own websites or what have you. I like acting more because I like acting like I like pretending to be other people. I don't know what that says about my personality or like maybe I'm slightly off, but like I enjoy having that experience of being other people. Now, of course, like whenever you're modeling, you can really hone in and like become sort of another person. Like I think that I'm really doofy in real life, but like I can take a sexy picture, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just I've always been able to like really work a camera. So that's I don't know, but acting though, it's just more prep into it and becoming this other person, and that's just more fun to me. But I will say the modeling is what pays my bills.
Gotcha.
So like I said, I do get a certain day rate for acting. And that's great, you know, and I try to do one project a month. That's a very important goal of mine. But other than that, like the actual like, you know, week to week payment that I get to live is from modeling.
I get it. Kind of like us here. Like I have a day job that I can't stand. I love doing this. This does not pay the bills. The day
Well,
job does.
I do like modeling. Don't get me wrong. Like I would never, I'm the kind of person that like, I just won't do something if I'm not happy with it. If it doesn't serve me mentally as well as like financially, I'm just not going to do it. Like if I were in a market, you know, I found out like on the coast, you know, there's a lot of people that are doing independent films, but they're not really paying, you know, and it's hard to get paid from those people. Now I have an easier way in because like I have a pretty good following. So they want me to be a part of their productions because it's actually going to give them more, you know, like exposure basically if I'm involved in the project and I'm really good about promoting the things that I'm working on because I want people to see them, you know. But you know, it depends on the market you're in. You know, if I wasn't getting paid enough for my acting work and all the work, I have an acting coach, so I'm working on that, you know, usually a month before, sometimes longer on a part. And I'm really getting into character. I'm making sure that I'm making good choices. I'm, you know, working with him and like that in itself takes so much time and really money because it's keeping me from doing other things, you know? So I definitely wish that I got paid more for acting and, you know, fingers crossed, you know, one day. But at this point, you know, it's really just the modeling that really pays off the most.
Well, it seems like you're making smart moves, and then once you know, once you're comfortable enough, you can like pick and choose which acting jobs work best for you, which is smart. I wanted to ask about the comedy and the stand up because that can be the most like rewarding for people, but also like a big challenge. Like it's just a lot of pressure to do stand up comedy. So how's that going with everything? Are you doing like any gigs with that, or are you taking just classes?
No, I took classes to get myself started, and I'm so glad I did because it's been something that I wanted to do since I was a kid. Like the first time I saw somebody do stand-up comedy, I think I was 4 years old, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that. Like I was like, I want to do that. I want to like own the audience and keep them in stitches. Like I wanted to do it. So, but I didn't have the confidence until I took the class, and every single week we performed for each other. And some people worked on the same stuff. I'm pretty good at writing. I don't have a problem with like coming up with new material because I have a goofy ass life anyways. So I feel like the material just is there, honey. Like it just comes to me. So, I have had really great success with that. I did my first actual comedy show just recently here. But most of the time it's, you know, networking, doing open mic nights and stuff like that. But I have always I mean, I've done some stuff that were like, I'm like, maybe this isn't, I'm learning that you really have to cater to the audience. So, you know, if I'm going to a wine bar and doing an open mic night, as opposed to a gay bar and doing an open mic night, there's just certain things that you can talk about that are going to get big laughs. And so, you know, in the same exact joke, you know, delivered the same exact way at the gay bar is going to get a different response than at the wine bar. You know what I mean? And so I'm learning that, and I'm figuring out how to hone my materials to that. Now, whenever I usually do a set, like I have it pretty set up. Like I know I tell stories. I'm like, that's the kind of comedy that I do, is I tell stories about my life. And you know, I just make an ass out of myself. It's really fun. But like you
Welcome.
know, I'm a little bit more flexible, so I can be like, okay, the crowd is more like this, so let me move it over to there. But I'm learning that through doing. And yeah, I try to do it as often as I possibly can. I think that I have a future in it, to be honest with you. Like I have a good response. People seem to like me. I wanted to be a stand-up comedian far longer than I ever wanted to be an actress or a model or anything. I thought I was goofy and funny before I thought I was like hot enough or, you know, talented enough to pull off like actually acting out a script, you know? So it's something that I'm going to continue with. It's something that I understand. I read a lot of books about it. And it's like it's a 10-year process is what I understand.
Wow.
It's truly like something that you get into. And I feel regret. Like I wish I would have done it, you know, getting in high school, you know? So, you know what I mean? Like I wish I would have started it earlier, but I'm doing it now, and I'm proud of myself for like taking that step forward and doing it. And I can't wait to see where it goes. Cause I think that, like I said, like I mean, I don't mean to sound like too confident or anything, but like, I really do think that I have a future in that. And I feel stronger about that than anything else, honestly.
Would you do like sketch comedy, like Saturday Night Live calls and they want
If
you?
Saturday Night Live calls, you think I'm going to tell them no to that money? Are you crazy? No,
I
of
just
course.
see you being like so many different parts. Like you're beautiful. You could play all these different people. So I think that would.
Well, thank you very much. I did some improv comedy. I find improv way harder than stand up.
Yes, that's part of it.
It's your material, you know, so you kind of know how the story goes. With improv, you have no idea what your partner's about to say.
Right.
So, and you have to, but it's good for the mind. It's like doing like crossword puzzles or something, because like at first I had a really hard time with it. I enjoyed it, but it was really difficult, like doing word associations and just some of the games you play and everything. I would love to do more work with other people though. Like I would love to do some sketch comedy. I think that would be super fun.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And, you know, it's funny getting back to playing characters and being different people. Now, I seen a credit for a movie, and I got to ask you if it's still in production or if it's going to go through. Darby's Scream House is kind of like
Oh,
a
honey,
spoof on Barbie.
yes.
Yeah, because you're like the horror movie Barbie to me. And I saw that title. I'm like, yeah, all right. Tell us about that, because that's got to be kind of neat to spin on the whole Barbie sensation.
Well, first of all, I'm a big fan of Barbies. I had a ridiculous imagination growing up. So I had a whole room of Barbie stuff. Like the walls were lined with houses, like different Barbie houses. It was like a Barbie city in the
Wow.
extra bedroom. Like there's nothing else in there except Barbie stuff. And so, I mean, that's probably where I got my goofy like imagination, you know. But whenever I saw the Barbie movie, I thought it was so touching, especially because I know a lot about like the history of Barbie. So
Yeah.
I've done like a lot of papers, presentations. I love Barbie. You know what I mean? So some of the history that they brought up, a lot of people might not have caught on to that. It was like, I mean, I cried like throughout the whole thing.
Wow.
I just thought it was a wonderful message. And you know, it was just it was like the favorite thing. It's my favorite thing I've seen in the last year for sure. Like I cried
like
even at home. Like I was like, let me cry again. You know. But so whenever it was brought up, the idea of it, I jumped on it because it's a director, Donald Farmer, that I've worked with several times before, and he actually helped me like co-write it. So it's like it's going to be my first writing credit as well. I really contributed to that aspect of it.
Oh, wow.
And I'm super excited to do anything related to Barbie. And I think I'm surprised more people didn't jump on it, you
Right.
know, and maybe they will, but we are filming it in December. We are ready. So we're totally ready to go on that. And I think it's going to be super, super awesome.
That's so
Very
cool.
cool. There's kind of like that dream role. You know what I mean? That's amazing.
For
Get to be
sure.
me. Another one I saw of yours, which was so funny, and it kind of reminded me of my cousin was in TED, and she had to work with a stuffed teddy bear for the movie. I don't know if you saw the movie.
I
But,
know what it is. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So when I saw, I'm sorry, what is it? Crackoon.
Oh my God.
I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen because she poses with like the stuffed teddy bear, and then you were posing with the cracked out cracker.
Oh my God, that movie. As far as like things that I've done like in the last year that probably the most hype about coming out is Crackoon. Because first of all, I was like, let's ride this wave. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the whole cocaine bear thing.
Right.
Like, let's do this. And then
That was
Crackoon,
scary.
you could like, there was like a thing, like a little rod up its butt that made it do different things. But mostly when I was fighting it, they were throwing it at me, and I was just like, ah. And so it's gonna be so silly and fun. Like I think honestly, the sooner they get it out, the better, because like I think that that is gonna be a big hit. I could see it be like another Murder Size for me.
Yeah.
Nice. We like it.
So,
I'm dying
yeah.
to see it. I love stuff like that because I not gonna lie, I get scared at like horror movies. So the little bit of a quirky ones I might be able to live with, especially if you're in them because I'm a fan, as you know by now. Matter of fact, we had David Howard Thornton on the show, Art the Clown. We
Oh
should
yeah.
talk. We should talk to him about getting you into a Terrifier movie. That'd be awesome.
God.
Yeah, tell him, let him know. Like, I'm totally down for that.
They're
I've
amazing.
seen him at-
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say the production on his movie was insane. And then when you said the maggot thing, I thought of Terrifier because they brought in like so many pounds of actual meat to get like the blood right. Like they're so professional, independent movie makers, and it reminded me of what you were talking about earlier.
I have only seen the first Terrifier, and the
Mm.
second one, what everybody said about it, it kind of scared me. Like, so I haven't watched it yet. I do have absolute plans to do so. But yeah, no, I've seen him at conventions, and I want to be like, hi, I'm an actress, I'm an actor too, you know. But I don't want to be like a total fangirl, you know.
Now you'd be like, we both did the Yo Show, so we're
Yeah,
like,
right. Yeah. This is where we link people. This is where family gets together and links. But that was another thing I was going to ask. We've had a few horror actresses on the show, and I've had directors on. It seems like a pretty big community where a lot of people really seem to work together. Like you said, you have this cast and you get to love the cast. Do you notice like everybody seems to help each other along, or do you think there's a lot of competition? Because it seems like a lot of these always end up linking up together somehow.
If there's competition in a negative way, I don't really experience it. Now, of course, I feel a competition with some of my good friends that I work with, like because like if I see them do something, I'm like, oh, that like sets a new goal for myself. But I let it inspire me rather than make me feel pressured, like you have to do this thing or whatever. And I mean, I'm sure they feel. I mean, I know they feel the same way about me because they tell me. But no, any opportunity that I have, and I was talking about this yesterday, actually, I'm the kind of person that I'm like, we're all eating good. You know what I mean? Like if I get on like recently this month, I was in Hustler. So I'm hooking up all my ghoul
Wow, I
friends
didn't know that.
that are in the horror community that, I know do modeling as well. I'm like, no, this is who you go through. This is how you do it. I really suggest that you do it. Like it's a great thing to put on your resume. And so anytime I have an opportunity, anytime I meet a certain acting coach or anything like that, like I'm just like, check this person out. Like I'm always recommending people to other people. Now, has that backfired? Yes, because like I've been so helpful to people that have said like, I want to do a horror movie. How can I get involved? And I've gotten them parts, and then they didn't show up, and that pisses me off because it makes me look bad too. But now I'm kind of a little bit more, limited in who I help. Like I just want to know that they're a serious person, that they're reliable, and I'm not gonna, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to look bad. that like I've recommended somebody that flaked out, you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit more careful now, but at the same time, like people that I know, like I have a little group of us that get together that do OnlyFans, and then we also do horror movies, and I call us the Final Ghouls. Ugh. And we get together like once or twice a year, and we shoot content for our websites. And then we also talk about like, okay, I just worked with this director. What do you think of him? And then we'll kind of like, I mean, if somebody does us wrong, everybody's gonna know.
Oh man.
So, but also if somebody does this right, we're gonna recommend like, please reach out to this person. So no, I want to help people. Like I said, I've been very, very lucky, and I'm so blessed. And I'm so thankful that I've been able to do as much work as I have in just a short amount of time. And, you know, whenever I see other people that are trying to get there, I will recommend them for a role. You know what I mean? If I know that I've worked with them before, they showed up on time, they did their job, and you know, I learned so much from them too, you know, like the way they deliver, the way, you know, they go about their process and stuff. So it's like, no, I don't really feel like a bad competition or anything in this community. And honestly, you know, I think about it all the time. Like, I'm so glad that this community found me somehow, and you know, they brought me in, because it really feels like a family. And I feel like, being as a person that lives in Southern Indiana, I'm kind of an outcast, you know, like a little bit. Like I do kind of nudie modeling and stuff, and some people can be kind of uptight and rude about that, and kind of hurtful towards me. And the people that I've worked with in the horror community, they're like, yeah, that's fine. Like they're like, I don't care, you know, like. Even in my comedy, like some people are like, you should really talk about funny stuff that happens at the strip club. And I'm like, I'm scared to do that because, you know, people can be so judgmental.
Yeah.
So it is pretty
no.
funny.
Oh no. What, you bounced back that fast? Home again.
But yeah, so I mean, I feel like I've been swept up in this community and just held like a baby. I love it.
That's awesome. And I feel like it's just a new day, and people are getting judged for being judgmental. So if they have something to say, they can kick rocks. You're doing your damn thing. Do you feel any pressure to move to either the coasts or go that way? Because everything's done online. There's so many auditions that can be done, you know, remotely. So how do you feel about maybe moving in the future if you have to?
If it push came to shove, and like you said, Saturday Night Live called and they were like, but you have to move to New York City, I'd make it work. Okay. But in general, I like where I live. I like that the price of living is not super crazy. I do a lot of traveling on my own, just outside of work. It's something that's important to me that I really enjoy. I like checking out new places and meeting new people. And that's something that I can afford to do living here. So no, like I probably, you know, I fantasized about it, but I probably wouldn't move to one of the coasts. It'd be like, you know, Louisville, Kentucky, or Austin, Texas, where I was spending a lot of time earlier this year, something like that. But the thing is that whenever indie directors, and I assume it's like, you know, the same or better, you know, with Hollywood directors, they will pay for your flight. They will pay for housing you, putting you up. They will pay for your day rate. They will feed you. And, you know, I'd rather take a plane, you know what I mean, and go somewhere and enjoy a new place than be stuck in LA, unable to afford to eat, unable to afford my rent. You know what I mean? So that I like it where I'm at right now, but you know, I'm an open person, and if things happened where it was definitely better for me if I got on a TV show, you know, or something, and it filmed in Atlanta, you know, then hopefully if it was a TV show, I'd be able to afford to move to Atlanta.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm open, but I like where I'm at right now.
That's
Yeah.
so smart.
Right. It makes sense. And I'm going to tell you, 'cause I said a half hour and you said you had a window, and we've already run past that because I was just so excited for this night. Because, like I said, I watch you, I've become a fan. And you took off, I guess, whatever I was going to say. It was too much. I know you are. But seriously, like, I don't say this to a lot of people at the end of the chat, but I looked forward to this for a while. I always find your smile like really like touching, and you always seem like you're having a good time and working hard. And then to get to know somebody, listen to you, you're intelligent, you got the great plans going on. You're also smart, a little bit sassy, and of course you're beautiful. And We would love to invite you back to do it again. Get a couple more movies, whatever it is, get some comedy going, and come back with us because we had a blast. This was amazing.
Yes, the answer is yes. I would love to do that. Just let me know, and I'll either come in clutch or I'll make it work out some kind of way because you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And everybody out there, you can find Jessa Flux or Daisy. Instagram at Jessa Flux, Facebook at Jessa Flux. Website is
Or
yeah, go
go
ahead.
to jessadoesitall.com, and that has
It's
all my
on there.
links, including my Indiegogos that are raising funds for current projects that are in pre-production or production, and also my IMDb. So you can see like some of the other stuff. I swear to God, I'll get the IMDb Pro soon, and I'll update it, and it'll look like real professional. But
Yeah.
until then, you can still see some stuff I've done on there, and yeah, check me out.
And I got to admit, keeping this as PG as possible, when you see the website, jessadoesitall.com, you run to it as a guy. You're like, does it all? No, it's just links. Okay.
No, I'm a makeup artist. I'm a comedian. Like I do it all.
Multifaceted.
I had to put a little dirty in it. But you're also, there's also YouTube to find her to see some movie trailers and your Twitter, which you said is probably your best site.
I want to see your stand up. I can't wait till you come to
I know, I'm
Philly.
excited for some
Stand up show will be first row.
Oh
Yeah,
my
come to
God, that's
Philly.
great. You'll be on the list.
Yes. We can't fly you here, but I sure as heck can buy you drinks or food or whatever you want all night long because we'd love to have you out.
McDonald's,
Nice.
Big Mac, that sounds good.
My heart.
Hey, that we can
Girl,
do, maybe.
my heart. Again, we thank you very much, Jessa Flux. I'm going to let the links roll down there. Good luck on your shoot. Good luck in everything, and keep in touch. And
Thank you.
wrote me a message again sometimes, like, what's up? And I'm going to be like, well, let me tell you what happened last week. Jessa was on the show, and but we love you. We appreciate it a great deal. You were outstanding. We had a great night. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye-bye.
Happy Halloween.
Yes, Flux, yes, happy Halloween. I didn't mention anything about Halloween. God, I suck at it. Drew, I got to be honest. We have had, with the exception of one who had to pull a last-minute cancel, we've had great luck with the horror community.
Yes.
Of course, Lydia Manson, who's sensational, and Fallon Vendetta, who has been on in the past with her horror movies, and of course, Jessa here tonight, and David Howard Thornton.
Yeah.
And the good thing about horror actors or actresses, they're all very down to earth. They all have great goals, and they have like an agenda. You ever notice?
Yeah. And I just think they're part of this like cult culture. Like there's so many underground like horror fans, and horror fans really appreciate great independent movies, and when they're done well, like she was saying about her production companies, like when it's done well, you can absolutely tell. And Terrifier was such a limited budget, but the way it came off was so terrifying. It's like those movies scare me the most because it's real, it's raw, the actors are giving it their everything. Like they're they're not
Like
paid Stephen King salaries, so they're just like hungry for it, and you can so tell. And they just end up with these great, amazing artists and production, the directors, like everything comes through. So it's just funny. I want to see Crackoon so bad.
I know, right? So do I. Let's watch it together one night.
It was so scary. It was scary. And I was surprised. I'm like, Cocaine Bear, haha, funny movie. Dude.
Yeah?
It was really frightening. So Crackoon's probably going to be equally as frightening.
I got to pass out an apology because when the Phillies hit that home run, my wife came flying down the steps, and I was like, like, and the
I know.
TV.
My mom, she was like, yeah, boo!
The TV kind of went out, so I have no video. I'm watching it on my phone.
1-1.
It is 1-1 Phils. The winner of this game, and I wanted to ask you this, not to get off subject of Jessa because I love her to death. So the Texas Rangers, of course, won last night, and they're going to the World Series. Winner of tonight gets the Texas Rangers. My question, would you have rather, if the Phillies win tonight, let's say they do, Would you have rather played Houston for the revenge factor, or it doesn't really matter to you?
It absolutely mattered. One, we wanted the revenge from last year. Two, it would be home field advantage. So we would have 4 games at home to lead it off. Like, now we got to go to Texas, play this stupid ass team. But
So tough.
we're going to win. We're going to win. So it doesn't even matter.
Yep. When we get to Texas.
Keep the faith. And I'm not sweating. Are you sweating?
I'm soaked. I'm absolutely saturated in this outfit. I'm keeping my costume on because you're keeping yours on, but man, am I hot. Good stuff. Again, I'm going to keep Jess's information scrolling down the bottom. Texas is good, though. It's going to be a tough series either way. I just don't want Arizona. I hate Arizona. I hate that team.
I just don't know what's going on. I just think we got to put the bat on the ball, please.
Yeah.
And,
the guys in the middle of the lineup, maybe some Bohm, some Stott.
You can't rely on one person. It has to be a team effort. Everyone's got to hit. And you can't win games with one run. So let's keep it cracking.
Exactly. You heard it from the Yo Show.
But
from a team on the verge to a team who really handled some business Sunday night, Jewel, our Philadelphia Eagles, 7-1. And I keep hearing coming in, Miami's offense is so good, and we don't have the guys to keep up with their speed, and Miami's going to this, Miami's going to that. I wasn't impressed. Were you?
No, I was a little nervous in the beginning. I'm like, you know what? Here we go. But we just had to prove it. We have all the tools. We just have to perform.
We have the horses, so to speak. Got lean up for a second there. It's not easy in this outfit. Oh my God, this is. So tonight might be the death of this outfit because I will tell you something. I can't even move right. Ugh.
I feel for you. I really do.
If I happen to break wind of a giant air pocket, it wouldn't be very nice.
Ew.
I had to throw that out there. So the Eagles 7-1. A little bang up of Jalen Hurts' knee. He says he'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Scares me. Knee is very big, especially a guy who focuses a lot on running. I think I kind of got the game back. I don't know what's going on with this TV down here, but that's what happens when you try to stream. Paramount presents the Milli Vanilli documentary, Jewel Tatey. Of course, Milli Vanilli, infamous for lip singing, not actually singing her songs. What do you think? Any interest? Were you ever a Milli Vanilli fan? Is this interesting?
I mean, are we supposed to be fans after this documentary? Like, are we?
I don't know. Right? I don't know. Like,
it's interesting. Like, I love documentaries. I love music documentaries. But like, I can't stand the rain. Like, you guys really didn't sing that at all.
Here's my end. Nobody, pretty much nobody, would go against this. You're pretty much all you got to do is go up, dance, and lip sing, and you're going to get a ton of money. You can't blame these guys. I understand they try to present something they weren't, but can you really blame them?
I mean, no, and it had to be so weird. Like, I am interested in the actual story, like what the hell happened, because they were like, whatever, good-looking guys, I guess. So they put them in the forefront. Yeah. That happened to so many artists, though. Going back to
CNC Music Factory.
Yeah, or taking certain music and making it so, this artist sings it, and they're better looking, or you know what I mean? Like, it's been a problem since the dawn of time in the music industry. So it would be interesting to watch it. It's just
I remember that when they had the failure on MTV and the music kept skipping and girl, you know it, girl, you know, and they kept having to sing that, and then they ran off stage. Like, it's gonna be horrible. Imagine knowing you're out there faking it.
Like Ashley Simpson.
Right. Like, was that Ashley or was that her sister?
It was Ashley. Jessica's her sister.
Oh, right, Jessica. Right, you're right. I'm sorry. Right, Ashley. Yeah, like that's got to be mortifying. You're stuck.
She can actually sing. Like, why would you? It's like Britney. Like, Britney can actually sing. But when I was younger, I was like, I would never go to a Britney concert because she's not singing. Like, it's all lip singing, clearly,
Yeah.
because she does so many dances. But like, you have no excuse. Look at Beyonce. You have no excuse.
Right. Look at Beyonce over and over again.
She sings and she dances her ass off. That's what I'm saying.
She does. Jewel, this past weekend, I had the thrill taken right up to Allentown, and it was an awesome show with our friends from Strange Culture and the band Earshot. Now, people are like, is that the same Earshot? Yes, it is. I, of course, got to meet Will Martin from Earshot. There was my photo. A great photo, me and Will hanging out. He was just like standing there, and I'm like, wow, it's Will. And he's like, what's up, dude? Like, that easy, and shook my hand, and I said, "Get a picture," and he took that very cool picture. Got that when I took a couple great pictures of Strange Culture in action. There they are there. That's a cool picture. They were awesome that night. Jewel, the main gate nightclub, it's such an awesome venue. I got to tell you, the venue was amazing. Phillies just did something amazing, apparently.
Dot, Mom.
2-1. 2-1 Phillies.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that 2 or 3? I can't see. Where are my glasses? 2?
2-1.
Race
And
and Scott.
there's a guy that needed it badly. Stott really,
Scott and Boom coming through.
really
We need
needed it.
people. These are our
My-
guys.
My TV's on delay. Boom, of course, getting on base and scoring a run.
You're
Stott, of
very
course,
ahead
with
of
a big hit.
I heard them screaming.
I know, so did I. I heard my people screaming.
They're all screaming.
So their TV upstairs is way ahead of what I got going on here. It's
Oh,
ahead
okay.
of the
You're
phone.
like
And
on our timeline.
man, but 2-1 Phillies as bottom of the fourth inning. As long as I think now's the time to get
Come on.
get a limousine and get Greg Kimball the hell out of there. Get Kimball home. We don't need him. Goodbye.
Whatever. I think everyone is allowed their bad day. Craig Kimball Brill is amazing.
Bro.
I love everyone on our team. No talking shit. Gotta have faith. You heard? Everyone's a
Yeah.
rock star.
Everyone's a rock star
Celebrate.
tonight. Agreed.
Come on, we got cheers.
I'll tell you what, I'm definitely down for some cheers.
You know what me and my sister did for when we beat
You see Turner's face? Oh my God.
we were drinking Snoop Dogg champagne.
Oh wow. All right.
They won the NLDS. Yeah, that had me on my ass.
I can imagine.
Yeah, do your seagull.
My seagull?
Yeah.
Should have been that for Halloween.
I saw a meme. It's like all seagulls are boys. Girls wouldn't do that. I thought that was fun.
Probably. It's true. So I'm gonna ask you a question, not to
Your new two just scored. Not he's on base.
is this gonna be another run? Oh no, it's first and third.
Let me know when you
First
spring.
So you had mentioned with tonight's costume a wig. Why?
No, I'm a boy.
Me?
You idiot.
Yeah, I thought we had talked about costumes. Like, oh, I ordered this wig.
Oh
and
no,
it's
not for this.
horrible.
This is my real hair.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like that looks like your hair.
No, I'm gonna be a Zelda character. And
Castellanos at the plate.
Mom.
Mom's doing live sports reporting right here on the Yo Show. Why
Yes.
not?
Like Castellanos.
Castellanos. Your
Uh,
daughter's the
my
future,
Zelda
Mrs.
character
Castellanos.
has a wig and it's not
It's not
working
good,
out.
huh?
Because-
No?
Especially because I have to like style it
Come on, Nick.
and it's kind of tough. But yeah, I'd
Just
rather
a-
have my real hair. Wigs are super uncomfortable.
Yeah, they really are. Especially when it, like, I don't know what's going on with this thing, but
That's what I was
Just a
telling
quick-
Jeff. I'm like, I've been every black haired character you can imagine.
Feels like quite a humid day today, the way my hair is just flying all over the place. Just a reminder that November 4th is going to be the Murphy's Halloween party. You can get free. It's actually late this year. So if you can get free,
Awesome.
November 4th, come on down. We'd love
That'd be
to have
great.
you. You always do good with costumes. You look great in costumes. I love it.
We need plans this weekend though, because we definitely have to get out this weekend. If you can swing it.
I'm pretty sure I can swing it. I forget what I got going on this weekend, but stuff.
Well, it's the World Series, so
yeah, well,
we can go to Xfinity and party it out.
Jesus, us and 8 million other people.
I know.
Now, one day, as she talked about cons and conventions, this picture that we used of Jessa kind of leading, look, oh, Funko Pops. And I'm like, where is she at? That looks like freaking awesome.
It's a con. You have to go to a Comic-Con, Jeff. They're so much fun. You'll see all the Funko Pops you'll see.
Looks like apparently something bad happened. His mom's like losing it in there.
Nick just struck out.
Well, Nick sucks.
It's fine. It's fine. We're in the lead.
Come on, Marshy. I might be Marsh for Halloween. I could be Marsh tonight because he's at the game. That'd be weird. So I picked the dead guy instead. Much better.
Yeah.
Morbid. So here's a couple of neat little tidbits. Of course, you're going to be getting a lot of tidbits now because I lost the banner there. So The Woman in Me by Britney Spears, of course, came out. It seemed like today because everybody was posting that they got it. Troy David Henderson was,
I think it is today. Yep.
Troy David Henderson got his, and he was all about it. And apparently, here's something I did not know. There's a lot of you did not know about it, but apparently Britney was like the last cut for The Notebook. And she had actually read with Ryan Gosling, and apparently she was crying, like she got really into the scene, and she was like next to last. Can you imagine that movie with Britney Spears in it?
No. I love what's her name so much. What's her name?
Amy Adams or Rachel McAdams or
Rachel McAdams. Yeah, she reminds me of Jessie, but I love Crossroads just because I was a little girl and that was the movie that came out when Britney did her big acting debut. I don't think she's the best actress.
He just walked Marsh.
Oh crap! Walk Marsh. Bases are loaded, and he just walked Marsh.
Bases are loaded. And up next is Rojas. Oh God! And the inning is over.
I love Rojas.
I like his glove. That stinks. I'd pinch it for him.
Hey, we need your bad juju, man. We're
bad juju.
Oh, so I was gonna say, I think, and then I was thinking of musicians that turned into great actors. Ice-T, 50 Cent. 50 Cent's a pretty good actor. Wait, there was another one though. I was trying to think of musicians that were actors. Eminem did a great job in 8 Mile. I mean, say what you want to say, but
he did.
Boy. But that was the only role.
Our dude is in the house. Cake Eater 1991. Jewel, this dude is one of the best Twitch people ever. And he's awesome. I've seen him on Twitch. And he actually does like a show on Twitch where he just lets people come on and just keep promoting the hell out of themselves. And he'll shout you out. He'll put your link up. He even did Moist Collective. Like he posted Moist Collective for me after he seen me come on there. We're talking about having him on a Wednesday night soon. I got to line it up. He's a super cool dude. I appreciate him coming out tonight and checking it out. He knew what costume I'm in. I'm sweating my ass off, dude. But Cake Eater 1991 on Twitch.
He's on Twitch. I'll get my Borderlands reference. If you're a gamer.
He's a gamer. He's a terrific Twitcher.
Yeah, Borderlands is like one of those first-person shooters. I suck at those. But I got Zelda Night coming up, so very excited.
Very cool. I know you're ready for that. And like I said, any way you can try and find a way to split screen it and stream it someday, we would love that.
Everyone on base. Are you kidding me?
That's going to be the problem. Men left on base. I said Rojas is really nothing. I would have pinched hit for him. Honestly,
Fuck. Shit. All right, we're still up. We're up. No,
I think we're up 2-1. So maybe we can end it early so people want to watch the game. I mean, I'm okay with that. And you just smiled, so I think maybe you're up for that. All right, before we go, then we're gonna go a little early. We appreciate everybody that watched. We appreciate Jessa for coming out, and
Jessa rocks. Jessa does rock.
I do kind of adore her. I hope she knows that. Kinsey, I love you too, bro. Not as much as I love Jessa Flux, but I love you. I really adore her. I think she's beautiful. I think she's great. And like I said, to get her on here and to hear just how intelligent she is and how great her planning is, it's awesome. And you can pick it up though when you look at her social media that she's got a little quirky to her, but she's freaking great. And I just love her and I thank her so much for, like I said, kind of like a last minute thing coming on doing our Halloween Spooktacular with us. Quick view of who we got coming up in the next couple of weeks. If I can even find it. There it is. All right, real quick. I should have changed it because I didn't. Anyway, November 7th is supposed to be Twisted, but they had to change dates. So next week might be Barely Legal and Twisted on the 14th. We haven't decided that yet, but we'll see soon. Twisted, Barely Legal coming up in the next couple of weeks. November 21st, what happened?
Guess what's coming to stores?
It's coming to stores? What?
Mom's spaghetti sauce from M&M.
Wow, really?
I went to New York for the pop-up. It was like the Spotify where he served up Mom's spaghetti, so I did get to eat it. It was amazing. But now he's serving the sauce in stores. I'm so excited.
He would love to have me on his, and then we want to have you on ours. Get us on, man. We'll do it, please, anytime. You let me know, dude. Me and Jewel love doing this stuff. And, yeah, so anytime. Really hit me up, you know where to find me and all that. Absolutely, please. So 14th, 7th, Twisted, Barely Legal, working there. Somewhere November 21st, of course. Super excited for the Galaxy Has Eyes, Jewel. That is a sensational band. A lot of fun. Can't wait to have them on as well. We come back November 28th, Mike Nappy, local guy who we love. Let's hope it's time for Phillies World Series, Nappy. December 5th, Laura Cheadle, who we absolutely adore as well. She's got new stuff coming out. She's going to be breaking news on our show.
Ooh.
And possibly world premiere music. Not sure yet. Trying to work that out. December 12th, a girl that was just in town in Upper PA, and I missed them, unfortunately, from a Lake Divided. The beautiful and amazing J.C. Clark will be on our program. Can't wait for that. We got a lot more tomorrow night, Jewel, on the program. We do Yo Show Wednesday. Strange Velvet is going to be our special guest. Woo! They are absolutely awesome. I love Strange Velvet. Very cool. They will be here tomorrow night. Best social, hit us up at, I guess, Instagram at the Yo Show 215 on Instagram. Yo Show 215 on Instagram. Send us a message there. This way Jewel can also get it in case I don't get it. But we'll put something together. Definitely the Yo Show 215 is our Instagram handle. So drop it there, dude, and let's make it happen. More great stuff.
Yes.
Also, Friday, my wife doesn't know this yet. She's going to be very upset. But you can catch me guest co-hosting on Happy Hour Pod once again with my man Ray Chase and the gang there. She should be hearing that any second. Come down the steps. And we have plans Friday night. We do. To be on the Happy Hour Pod. Yeah. All right, massive thank you to Jessa Flux, and thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight for the Halloween Spooktacular. I do realize the Phillies game is on. I'm going to get a little bit Macho Man stripped down here. I even got the tight shirt on underneath. Just arms. Sorry, shirt. It's like armless, and it's like skin tight. I'm like, now you see why I'm so hot. This thing is mega skin tight. Horrible. Yeah, sorry. So, big thanks to our lovely little devil, Joey. You look amazing tonight. The costume look amazing. Thank you for hanging out and listening to me do my terrible impersonation. Thank you to Joel, of course, for, I said, I don't have a costume. So you're going to get a costume. We're doing this. I'm like, Phillies game's on. I don't care. We're still doing this. And you're the drive, man. You're the yin to the yang. You are my power source. And Tuesday nights are not the same. Last week, despite Victoria Fire being awesome in here, sucked that you weren't here. It does stink when you're not here. But we got a lot of great stuff coming up Tuesday nights right here on the Yo Show.
This works. Look at that.
And that was like worked perfectly.
I know.
And there's a little something in the works, Jewel. Live music, live local music. Can't say a lot about it, but local music live is getting ready to get a big push. And it's the Yo Show and a couple of awesome people big in the community getting ready to make a big push in live local music. Some things we've been talking about, meetings coming up, and we're going to really dive into it because I was told, talk about it on the show, see the interest. We're going to find out the answers. We're going to get it rolling. Let's get out of here. Tonight, Drew, we're going to do something different to celebrate their awesome performance the other night. We're going to leave with Strange Culture's Resistance. A little change of pace tonight. And Jewel, I will tell you, as well as the people out there, although I won't spoil it, this past Friday in Allentown, I got to sit down with Noah and Nick and Garrett and listen to the demo tapes of new Strange Culture music. It's coming. Oh, it's coming.
All right. Seems like new theme song's coming.
We were told it might be the new theme song. We'll check it out. We're going to get out of here. For Jewel and Joey, I am Jeff. Let me just put it back on the screen because I didn't. There we go.
Joey loves What Fire Cannot Burn.
She's so cute for her. Potential is what? What Fire Cannot Burn? Well,
yeah.
If they reunited, maybe at like our 300th episode.
It's always on our playlist.
So. I don't know how I'm going to wash all this off.
I'm telling you, that's why I did not face paint this year.
You got school tomorrow, so you better get in there and wash it off.
Go Phil! Indeed. Woo! And the PM sent on this. All right, so Cake Eater. We're going to be doing something soon, man. We love it. Thank you so much for that. And thank you to Steve Higgins. Twisted, I spoke to Sarah. It's either next week or the following week if we can make a change. She had something to come up. And trust me, it's something that I totally understand. It's big what Sarah's doing that evening. Huge.
I'm so excited for her.
I love her. I love
all the things.
They're great. All right, so
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween. We won't see you next Tuesday. I forgot. I keep saying next Tuesday. We won't be here next Tuesday. Miss Joey, it's her day. She gets her Halloween. She's going to go out trick-or-treating. And I figure trying to do it here with kids coming to the door and the dogs freaking out, you wouldn't hear me anyway. So we're going to take a week off next week. We are back tomorrow night, though. Strange Velvet, an awesome local band, will be on the program. Come check us out, 8 o'clock. Jewel, happy Halloween. I'm going to miss you. It's going to be 2 weeks. Let's try and get together before that. And
yes, absolutely. This weekend, World Series. Make it happen.
Let's do it.
Right now. Write it down.
Let's do Strange Culture Resistance. We'll see you next week. Or 2 weeks. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Tomato.
Will I, in my right mind, give it to your size for the last time? Climb to the top, fall to the ground. Got all the others and let the others drown. It's not the same game, but it's the same pace. I'm going ahead, but still I'm losing the race. Always fascinated by the white lines. Preventing that storm resistance on my mind. Intervention. Violent intention that can't take it anymore. Mom, I don't want you to say you're for a ride. Now what I say, it doesn't matter anymore. Believe in what I say, but dance with me now. You can tell me such resistance. No apology. Trapping water, there is beyond me. You can find me beneath the shade. All